How to bid with GiveSmart. In order to get started, you will need to register with GiveSmart. You'll be asked to provide your name, cell phone, and you may have the option to pre-swipe a credit card in order to expedite checkout. Once you have registered, you will receive a welcome text message which includes your personal bidding link. Be sure not to share this link with anyone else, as it is directly tied to your account. Once you've registered, you will receive a text message with a blue link. Select the blue link to be directed to the items page of the auction site. You can view items by category or search for items directly. Select any item of interest to view the item's full description, as well as the current bid and/or price. The system will auto-populate a bid amount based on the designated increment for all auction items. Select Bid to place bid at this amount, or enter an alternate amount that is larger than the auto-populated bid amount, and then select Bid. If your bid is accepted, a box will appear congratulating you as the leading bidder. If your bid is not accepted, a box will appear stating the minimum amount required in order to place the leading bid. You also have the option to place an auto bid. An auto bid enables the system to automatically bid up to a designated amount for you. The system will bid incrementally up to this amount as long as someone bids against you. If no one bids against your auto bid, the current price will remain. To place an auto bid, select the Auto Bid tab and enter the max amount you wish to bid, and then select Bid. If you are outbid at any time during the auction, you will receive a text message notification. A banner will also appear across each item that you bid on to indicate whether you are winning or losing the item. If you wish to make a donation, simply select the Donate tab at the top of your screen. Enter the amount you wish to give and select Donate. Once the silent auction has ended, you will receive a text message with payment instructions shortly after. Click the personal bidding link in this message, which will direct you to your Pay page. You can also click on the Pay tab that is located at the top of your screen to access this payment page. After reviewing your card, select Click here to pay. If you pre-swiped a credit card, you can pay with that card. Otherwise, you may enter a new credit card. A large paid stamp will appear on your receipt once the payment has gone through. Show this stamp in order to pick up your items. Once your payment has been processed, a receipt will automatically be sent to the email that you have on file. If you do not have one saved, you can add one by selecting Send Receipt Link to my email. If you would like to download your receipt, then simply select Download My Receipt. If any changes need to be made to your receipt, please notify a team member at checkout before processing your payment so that they can make the necessary corrections. Now, you are ready to bid.
This was at Cyclops Steel. They were our sponsor for our Junior Achievement Company. He took me in, and I would just go to everybody, and they were like $3 for the cookie tins. And you put a big smile on, and you cook cookies, don't you? You need to, and for $3, I mean, how can you say no? And we did really well. To this day, I have some friends that their parents still have them. I mean, I sold them to everybody. I remember making commissions on them and the company making money, and I learned a lot. Back then, there was nothing cool about it. I mean, literally, I had to get on a bus, go downtown. My high school buddies weren't in it with me. It was just something I wanted to do. It wasn't like any of my friends were like, oh, wow, that's really, really cool. We're jealous. It was like, what the heck are you doing? But I don't know where else I could have gotten the same knowledge. One of the reasons I do Shark Tank is because so many families watch the show together, and it explains to them what it's like to start and run a business and what it's like to be an entrepreneur. I really didn't have anything like that. My dad did upholstery on cars. I knew through him, I knew some entrepreneurs, and I think he had aspirations at some point to be an entrepreneur. Junior Achievement really was the only outlet, the only place I could go where I could truly learn about business. So going to Junior Achievement, I learned everything. I learned how to incorporate. I learned about all the different roles, the president, the vice president, the treasurer, the secretary, sales and cost of goods sold and production and making products and selling them at a profit, and just all these pieces. We literally ran a business. Just that whole concept of the American dream, I think, drives so many kids. Junior Achievement is a good opportunity to understand what it takes to be successful as an entrepreneur in this country.
Junior Achievement allows you to impact a student's life outside of perhaps what you would do just in the classroom. My relationship with Jaquela is a prime example. As my mentee, we talk about personal things. We talk about what entrepreneurship really looks like inside of a non-isolated school setting and the reality of legal structure and finances and things like that.
Having somebody you can reflect to when you need somebody to talk to, or just have somebody to lean on when days get tough, you can always count on them, and that's one of the things I can always say about him.
Specific to small businesses are going to be. One of the things that I don't believe as a mentor you should ever do is shy away from struggle. Whether or not it's going to be that you don't have enough money in the bank for a loan, or whether or not it's that because of the fact that you're a woman, it's going to be tougher in business. It doesn't make it right, but it doesn't mean that it's not a reality.
The first time we met, he said starting a business is like running a marathon. You think you have a finish line, but you really don't. Build a Color is a company that creates embroidered fabric tags with braille, alphabet lettering, and symbols, so that those with visual impairments can literally feel the color of their clothing. So I'm gonna pass these around so people can get to feel the idea. I always tell people there are two things. My life would have been completely different if I didn't have these two things, and that was having my blind Aunt Cynthia, and that's Junior Achievement.
Come on, everybody, make some noise for Jaquela!
When I first started JA, my teacher told me, find a need, fill a need. But today, I stand here as a 17-year-old who started a company of her own. My best friend, my confidant, Aunt Cent really inspired this idea, and I knew there was a need for people who are visually impaired. My aunt doesn't know Braille. There's enlarged alphabet lettering that they can run their hand across, so she will be able to feel over the outline of the embroidery when it's a R, E, and D, and know that it's automatically read.
The wind chimes in front of my apartment, we put those up so it'd be easier for us to pick out which door was ours. I went to work one time, I admit it, with 2 sets of plaid on. We all kind of get used to doing things in our own way, but I've noticed that in having those tags on my clothes, that makes it a lot easier to pick things out color-wise.
I would have never thought of this idea if it wasn't for Junior Achievement. And so now I'm really looking forward to the idea of designers wanting these tags in their clothing, and my aunt being able to walk into a clothing store and automatically knowing the color of her clothing.
Anytime you watch the transition of an idea becoming an application that then in turn becomes a company that inspires others or impacts others, it's electrifying.
I think there's another piece to this puzzle, and that's my mother. We came from nothing, literally nothing, At a point, we lived in a car, we had absolutely nothing. And so being at this point now, where we're living in a house and I have my own car and I have my own company, and I'm able to look at her and say, Mama, we're actually doing something.
I was definitely a JA kid. I think at that age for me, a lot of it started off as sort of a social thing. I wasn't a particularly social kid, and I remember my mom coming home who worked for the auto industry, and she had heard about junior achievement, and she said essentially something like, we got to get you out of the house. It was a fantastic social experience, and then as I came to learn over the year, I was learning a lot about the financial world and things that I had never been exposed to before. You get a lot of different types of education, I think, in school, but getting sort of financial literacy typically isn't one of them. There's not an exact age where parents necessarily think this is the time to start really teaching your kids financial literacy. But I think, the earlier, the better. This was the first time that I think I ever felt comfortable getting up in front of a crowd of people and speaking. And I was terrified of that sort of thing. But you had to do it, and you watched all these other kids who were just like you. They were also terrified getting up and doing it, and so it became a really important fear to overcome. I think a lot of even how I speak today started in junior achievement. It was the first time I did it. The product that I ended up doing actually was a customized holiday and birthday card. We had gotten a card in the mail from a friend of ours that was handmade, and it was beautiful. It was drawings and all these different fonts and everything, and I ended up calling the person and saying, it's just a beautiful card, and I do them all the time. I said, really? Well, I got an idea for you. And we launched this little holiday and birthday card company. Outside of athletics, there's not a lot of activities I think that parents reliably will send their children to. My parents were proud of me being involved with. They knew I was learning something. They were comfortable sending me to junior achievement, which is saying something.
How to bid with GiveSmart. In order to get started, you will need to register with GiveSmart. You'll be asked to provide your name, cell phone, and you may have the option to pre-swipe a credit card in order to expedite checkout. Once you have registered, you will receive a welcome text message which includes your personal bidding link. Be sure not to share this link with anyone else as it is directly tied to your account. Once you've registered, you will receive a text message with a blue link. Select the blue link to be directed to the items page of the auction site. You can view items by category or search for items directly. Select any item of interest to view the item's full description, as well as the current bid and/or price. The system will auto-populate a bid amount based on the designated increment for all auction items. Select Bid to place bid at this amount or enter an alternate amount that is larger than the auto-populated bid amount, and then select Bid. If your bid is accepted, a box will appear congratulating you as the leading bidder. If your bid is not accepted, a box will appear stating the minimum amount required in order to place the leading bid. You also have the option to place an auto bid. An auto bid enables the system to automatically bid up to a designated amount for you. The system will bid incrementally up to this amount as long as someone bids against you. If no one bids against your auto bid, the current price will remain. To place an auto bid, select the Auto Bid tab and enter the max amount you wish to bid, and then select Bid. If you are outbid at any time during the auction, you will receive a text message notification. A banner will also appear across each item that you bid on to indicate whether you are winning or losing the item. If you wish to make a donation, simply select the Donate tab at the top of your screen. Enter the amount you wish to give and select Donate. Once the silent auction has ended, you will receive a text message with payment instructions shortly after. Click the personal bidding link in this message, which will direct you to your pay page. You can also click on the Pay tab that is located at the top of your screen to access this payment page. After reviewing your cart, select Click here to pay. If you pre-swiped a credit card, you can pay with that card. Otherwise, you may enter a new credit card. A large paid stamp will appear on your receipt once the payment has gone through. Show this stamp in order to pick up your items. Once your payment has been processed, a receipt will automatically be sent to the email that you have on file. If you do not have one saved, you can add one by selecting Send Receipt Link to my email. If you would like to download your receipt, then simply select Download My Receipt. If any changes need to be made to your receipt, please notify a team member at checkout before processing your payment so that they can make the necessary corrections. Now, you are ready to bid.
These are challenging times for all of us. Not long ago, we took for granted the routine of our daily lives. Life is much different for us now. We can no longer go to our favorite places, and we hope that they're still there when we're able to return. Working from home used to seem like it would be a luxury for those of us still able to work. And running to the grocery store now comes with a myriad of its own concerns. But we've discovered some good in all of this. We found that distance can bring us closer, that real heroes don't wear capes, though they may still wear masks, and that though we are all different, we are all in this together. At Junior Achievement, we are responding to this new normal by providing our programs to teachers and parents online and for free. We are doing this so that all of our children can spend more time planning for and dreaming about tomorrow, and less time worrying about today. But we do look forward to that day when we can see you again. The volunteer who shares their story with students, the teacher who welcomes us into their classroom, and the supporter who gives their time and energy to inspire and prepare our next generation. Until that day, though, we will do what's necessary by keeping our distance. Because while there's been a great deal of talk about what's critical and what isn't, we know at the end of the day, we are all essential.
Virtual gala and auction celebrating the spirit of entrepreneurship. I'm Angie Rowe-Wood, President and CEO of Junior Achievement of Southern Colorado. And on behalf of all of our board and staff, thank you so much for joining us tonight for this online adventure. We wish we could see you in person. We really do. But we are grateful for this opportunity tonight. And we're grateful for technology here that's keeping us all connected. We continue to remain hopeful for tomorrow. And we're committed to helping students today keep dreaming about their own futures and their own tomorrows. And that's what brings us together in this unique way tonight. The chance to come together and inspire tomorrows. Students need our support now, quite possibly more than ever before, to help them stay focused, inspired, and most importantly, prepared for their futures. So I'm thrilled to introduce you to tonight's MC. He's the host of Good Morning Colorado on KRDO, Josh Helmuth. Welcome, Josh.
Angie, thank you so much. I am honored to be a part. All of us were all adjusting, but right when I was asked to be a part of this, it was a very easy yes for me. I'm so happy to be part of this Junior Achievement Gala this evening, even if it is from my dining room. I'm happy to get all dressed up, wear my green very proudly. We're all here to, of course, celebrate the spirit of entrepreneurship, make sure that students get a head start, or at least maybe a great foundation for becoming business leaders in their community, a chance to hopefully, inspire tomorrow's leaders, right? Keep students dreaming, the opportunity to share some stories of some of Greater Colorado's business leaders. We'll be doing that this evening as well. We want to welcome all our guests this morning, whoever's watching from home. We thank you for joining us this evening from all our living rooms or dining rooms or maybe bedrooms across Southern Colorado, wherever you may be. And as we get started, we just ask that as you watch tonight's celebration, you also keep the auction website in your view. Hopefully you've already registered, but in case you haven't, just go to jaimpact.givesmart.com. Again, if you haven't done that, head there right now. That's jaimpact.givesmart.com. Tonight, we're counting on you to hopefully give what you can, bid on some amazing items that'll blow your socks off, that'll not only enrich your lives, but you'll know that you'll also be enriching the lives of our students and our volunteers who make those dreams come true here in Southern Colorado. Helps us raise some really critical funds, some crucial funds, to ensure our Junior Achievement volunteers can continue to deliver their powerful messages and powerful influence over students here in our region, both in their online classrooms and hopefully in person once everybody goes back to school again, which we hope is very soon. You can also choose, if you don't, like or, don't want to go on any excursions, we also encourage you to donate what you can, any amount that you may be able to give tonight as you're inspired. We're going to call you to action. Maybe you can have give something, whatever you're able to give. Again, we encourage you to do that as well. And again, that website, jaimpact.givesmart.com. And before we kick things off this evening, I know a lot of you picked up dinner from one of our partner restaurants, Beasts and Brews, Odyssey Gastropub in Colorado Springs. Thank you. Cicerelli's, Park East in Pueblo. We have Swiss Chalet up the mountain in Woodland Park. We sold 34 dinners tonight. So we're all incredibly grateful for what you were able to give this evening to, again, inspire entrepreneurs of tomorrow. Now, I got my meal from Odyssey. I loved it. I love the spicy. I'm a very proud husband of a Mexican woman. We love the spicy in this house. I got some kind of crazy spicy meat salad. It was healthy and my mouth was on fire and I loved every second of it. So thank you.
It's so good. Odyssey is one of my favorites. And I've got Beast and Brews here. And, some of you may have even gotten a cocktail or a glass of wine or maybe a growler like me. I got those kombucha margaritas from the Beast and Brews family meal, which are wonderful. I had these on Mother's Day too, Josh, and they did such an exceptional job. Yeah, they're so good. It's kombucha, so it's healthy. It's healthy. And we actually have a special guest to join us, and she's going to offer us a toast to get things kicked off.
Thank you, Josh. We appreciate your support tonight. It's wonderful to have you as our MC.
Lisanne
and to all of
McNew.
our virtual guests, thank you for joining us. Hi, my name is Lisanne McNew, and I am the chair of Junior Achievement of Southern Colorado. This is a night we look forward to all year long, a chance to connect and share stories, hear from students, and discover the true impact that Junior Achievement programming has had on financial literacy throughout the year. And while this is a different way to come together, we're hoping through tonight's program that you can still feel the impact of your work all across Greater Colorado. From Pikes Peak to Pueblo, up in Woodland Park, and all the way out to Roaring Fork Valley, we are celebrating you tonight. We celebrate your support in this critically important mission to educate the next generation on the fourth R. Sure, they have reading, writing, and arithmetic, but JA brings the relevance. And only with the support of over 600 volunteers and teachers in 9 different districts across Colorado can we serve students in such a powerful way. Thank you to those of you making it happen and inspiring tomorrow's, including tonight's Spirit of Entrepreneurship Award laureates, whose impact on our community helps to drive the economic success of our region while working to innovate in a rapidly changing business landscape and building their own stories of leadership and success. Now, I would be remiss if I did not thank my amazing board of directors. So wherever you are tonight, please stand up and give yourself a round of applause because you deserve it. And most importantly is the Junior Achievement staff. You are truly wonderful. From putting on this wonderful event to keeping virtual classrooms running with our districts during this crazy time, we thank you. And now I'd like to make a toast. So please raise your glass at home or wherever you are to those of you who are making an impact with Junior Achievement all across Colorado communities. Volunteers, teachers, our school families, our corporate partners, cheers to you, and cheers to brighter tomorrow as we look to the future. Cheers, everyone. Enjoy your evening.
All right. Thanks, Lisanne. I need to get a fancy chalice. Babe, do you have a fancy chalice? I just have my little water bottle here. It'll have to do for now. But, great to hear from you. Really appreciate everything, Lisanne. And it's true. Each of you watching tonight, you play a huge role in inspiring the entrepreneurs of tomorrow right here in Southern Colorado. We're grateful to have your support, not just tonight, but of course all year long. And we also want to thank our sponsors who are making this evening possible just really fast, starting with our summit sponsors, El Pomar Foundation, the Schmidt Construction Company, Lockheed Martin, FedEx, and our peak sponsors, which are Pepsi, USI Insurance Services, and also thanks tonight to our streaming partner who's making all of this really come together for us. Without him, this would not be possible at all. Jay Billups, he's behind the scenes right now. We can see him on our screens. He's kind of like our director / producer, if you will, / magician, just doing everything, making all this count. So Jay Billups with Creative Media, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, he's done an incredible job. And we also want to thank our media partners, Josh, the Colorado Springs Business Journal, and of course, KRDO, who helped bring you to us this evening. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks to KRDO for helping to spread the word tonight. We're grateful for the support of all of the organizations that help bring these resources to students each and every year. We could never serve over 15,000 students without the support of so many. Our sponsors, investors, teachers, and of course, our volunteer role models are a powerful force in delivering on the JA mission here in Southern Colorado. And I'm excited to tell you, Josh, that this year's Spirit of Entrepreneurship Award laureates that you'll meet tonight are our newest volunteers. Each of our laureates presented a JA launch lesson with students to help them share their unique stories of leaders, investors, and impact on their communities. Each of these videos is available to share and use in an online classroom or supplement any student's online learning at home. And we even have one presented in Espanol. I hope you can take the time to watch these JA launch lessons and see their stories of leadership right here on our YouTube channel. And then you can share them with high schoolers in your life. But for now, check out some of these highlights.
Or things like that, that you just really have to not only have your network in place so that you can call on your friends and family, and I hope every entrepreneur has that problem. Like, I hope you've hit 1 million and you can't figure it out, but you have your team and you have your family and you have a support system to be like, okay, we've got this. Let's go do this.
I begin to realize that all through my life and career as an adult, I'd always been sort of a creative, visionary person, even in the jobs that I was in. And it just felt like now was the time with some other transition going on in my life to, in terms of career, to really, this is the time to give it a try. That the way that I could most maximize some of the ways that I was wired and gifted would be to really see if I could bring something to life.
But this friend told me, she said, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. If you've always had this inclination to move out west, to go to Colorado, to go to California, to start something new, do it. You can always fall back on a regular job. In fact, you're going to learn skills that will make you a better employee, but you don't want to live your life not knowing that you've not tried. Right. That was incredible advice. I'm like, okay, I can always fall back, and I'm going to fall back with more skills than I had previously, but I'm going to give this a shot.
I would say the first thing is be true to yourself. Be true to your commitments. Make sure that integrity is first in your life. I have a statement that I think kind of capsulizes it and that is that the true character of a community is measured by how well it cares for those who are unable to care for themselves. So if we commit to that, that means that we're being of service to other people, that we recognize something beyond ourselves that's important and that's going to share true dividends later in life.
¿Qué otro consejo? Que persigan sus sueños, que persigan sus ideas, que luchen por lo que quieren y que no tengan miedo, porque el miedo es algo que también nos puede hacer pequeños.
It was really about working smarter and not harder for me. I wanted to really pursue my passion and do, ultimately live my American dream. But at the same time, I wanted to be very smart about it. I didn't want to have to sacrifice every single thing in my life in order to have that. So what I ended up doing is I ended up talking, you can go through SBA, you can go through SBDC, Pikes Peak Workforce. I started taking a lot of their free online classes. I started taking a lot of their workshops. They have resources, they have tools, and I really took full advantage of that. They will provide you free counselors that guide you. You have to do the work. No one's going to do the work for you. No one wants your dream more than you do.
Isn't it great to hear their stories? I mean, powerful stories, and hopefully, no doubt, inspire our future business leaders. And of course, if you're looking for a way to inspire future business leaders, how about an investment that supports programming? Our auction items this evening are certainly worth an investment. Let's take a look at the premier items, which will open in just a few moments at 7:30 p.m. These are only open for an hour, so a very tight window. You have an opportunity here to really give and get something in return that's really special. That's jaimpacts.givesmart.com to view everything on your phone, your laptop, your iPad, whatever you have with you. Again, bidding opens for these items at 7:30 if you want to start browsing. Everything else is already open for you right now. So here's what we have on our screen, all our items. You can bid for our first premier item. There's actually the local winery, Evergood Elixirs. They're going to invite you and 11 of your guests, yes, 11 guests, to a 90-minute winery experience in Palmer Lake. And here you'll learn about how they make actually wine from lemons, not grapes. I didn't know that was a thing. Evidently, it's fantastic. It's really neat. So you're kind of maybe broadening your horizons if you really love wine. Wine from lemons, who knew? You'll be able to sample 10% ABV citrus wines that taste like adult lemonades, lemon skier pea, strawberry lemon snow bunny, and there's the lemon lime switch stance. It was actually founded just 3 years ago. Award-winning citrus wines with some pretty snarky names, right? Fun names, I should say. They're now available at 200 locations across Colorado. Maybe you've seen them already. So you'll be able to enjoy mountain views. You'll see wine, how it's made with lemons. You'll learn some really easy cocktail recipes as well.
Oh, Josh, I have been so curious about their winemaking process. I actually had a sampling of that at the opening of a store right near my house, and it was incredible. I couldn't believe it. So I've had my eye on that one. How about our next item, which happens to be one of the most beautiful places to golf on the entire planet? That's right. It's golf at the world famous Broadmoor Hotel. This is an opportunity to golf at 3 of the finest championship golf courses in the world. Golfing at the Broadmoor is one of the most enjoyable and challenging experiences in your lifetime. And their certificate is good for 1 round of golf or 4, and that is going to include a cart, Josh.
Yeah, it's got to be the most special place to golf, obviously, in Colorado Springs, arguably in Southern Colorado. There's also this, the wine or bourbon pairing for 12. So you'll bring all your best friends with you and maybe some of your family members. This package includes a guided exploration of champagne and sparkling wine from around the world, led by a level 4 wine and spirit diploma candidate, and actually it's custom catered by Cravings Catering with mouth-watering offerings to complement each wine as well, which is also very important. It's an exclusive event for up to 12 guests to be held in the intimate private clubhouse surrounded with an art exhibit with a live trio from the Colorado Springs Conservatory. They'll be performing before and after the presentation. It just sounds like a dream date, right? Like catered by Cravings Catering, your second honeymoon all over again. And if you're not maybe a fan of sparkling wine, that's okay. This package has the flexibility to be changed to a wine or bourbon pairing. We know bourbon's blowing up right now in this country. People love their whiskey. And that can be themed for a special occasion, such as a birthday or an anniversary as well.
Yeah, and I'm also a fan of all of those things, so I would take any of them, right? And coming up now is another one of my favorite places in the world. It's TPC Scottsdale. I love it there. There's a golf trip on our auction tonight for a trip to the Fairmont Princess Spa. It's so gorgeous. It's a stay for 3 nights. And, with more than 300 days of sunshine there each year, Scottsdale's championship golf courses will really challenge your skills. They have these incredible artful layouts that wind around mammoth boulders and those towering saguaro cacti. And don't forget that also, when you're finished golfing, local spas tap into that ancient Native American healing technique to really help soothe your body and soul. So a vibrant downtown there as well to see while you're visiting, with world-class shopping, fine art galleries, renowned restaurants, and high energy nightlife. That's a good one.
And if bourbon doesn't tickle your fancy, but you're still a whiskey fan, you've obviously probably had Jack Daniels at some point in your life. This is actually really neat. If you're a fan of the distillery making process, if you will, the Tennessee Whiskey Adventure, we're calling it. Jack Daniels Distillery Tour and Tastings. You get lunch. It's a 3-night stay in Nashville, Vegas, Tennessee for 2. You get to sip. You get to see the historic distillery where Jack Daniels whiskey is actually made. A very immersive day tour. You'll learn the story of Jack Daniel, his hometown, all about his world-famous whiskey. It's a small group tour. It includes guided transportation with the whiskey expert, an exclusive salute to Jack Daniels at his grave. Oh, it's intimate.
Yes.
And then, there'll also be obviously a tasting of very premium whiskeys at the distillery. You'll get lunch. Your tour leader will share the history of Jack's iconic spirit. You'll sit back, enjoy the ride. You'll soak in the beautiful scenery along the way. If you haven't been to Nashville, I mean, this could just be one of your many stops in a great city.
I agree. Spirits with a spirit. Spirit with Jack's spirit. I mean, that's what they should have called it. And I have to be honest with you as well. The next one, I've had my eye on all of these, Josh. I've been outbid on them all, so my husband is celebrating. But I am looking at the next one, which is a lakefront family villa near Disney World, and this is for 12. Okay, this one is the ideal location for a family vacation. It's a south-facing lakefront villa in close proximity to all of Orlando's popular theme parks and activities. And after a full day of exploring the surroundings, your family will be very happy to unwind by the private outdoor swimming pool or enjoying the game room. This is perfect for extended family vacations. So you bring, it's a grandparent who brings all the grandkids with them. It has 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, recently renovated. And I think the fun part is that one of these has a Harry Potter theme. Then there's a Toy Story room, Frozen decor. It's just 15 minutes from Disney World, but you're very private, very remote. It's situated by a lake. And then when you come home from the parks at night, you can rest and have very peaceful views of your patio and your pool and no more crowds.
If you're going to do Disney, that's the way to do it. My goodness gracious. And another premier item for you to consider that we want to throw at you. I lived in California for 7 years, actually, and I had a friend when I first moved there. Have you been to Sonoma Wine Country? I haven't, I said. And he said, oh, you must. You simply must. Well, I did, and it blew me away. It's beautiful. It's so much fun. Again, if you love tasting different kinds of wines, consider this. And we're calling it Home in Sonoma County with a day-long private wine tour and a private chef dinner with wine pairing as well. Luxury abounds. I should say that in like my Robin Leach voice. Luxury abounds in this wine country. That kind of slipped into Australian, didn't it? I'll speak normal. It's a retreat in Healdsburg near Sonoma, just 10 minutes from downtown, actually, downtown Healdsburg. You'll be surrounded with obviously some gorgeous views, beautiful views of the vineyards. They're located just feet away from the mountains. And it's a 4-night, 5-day accommodation in a private home, again, with amazing vineyard views. You'll get a private day-long tour of Wilson wineries and one private chef prepared dinner for 6 that includes a wine pairing.
That sounds amazing. I'm ready. Let's go. I want to go right now. That one sounds wonderful. And our next item needs no explanation, of course. The lucky winner. This is a famous, Josh, just so you know, it's a famous junior achievement gala and auction item. It's a table of spirits. So it's called the Spirit Table. And you go home stocked and ready to roll for whatever occasion comes up. Graduations, weddings, family reunions, backyard barbecues. On this table, there are dozens of premium whiskeys, scotches, tequilas, vodkas. There's a lot of wine. There's other fun delights. And we didn't forget the mixers either. Those are also there, including soda water, tonics, juices, everything you need to create the perfect cocktail. And these items, Josh, we do want to remind all of our guests this evening that these items are for local pickup only for Colorado residents, all of our alcohol and spirit related items.
Cool. I mean, these are fantastic items that are up for auction. Please, if you have the means and you can give or bid on these items, please consider doing so. They're just fantastic. And again, bidding opens in just a few minutes, 6 minutes from now at 7:30. They'll close in an hour. So you only have a little bit of time to think about it and then make your move. And Angie, while everyone's looking over the auction items, I think it's time to meet a JA student who has a special message to share.
My name is Lily Wood. I'm in 3rd grade, and I recently had a junior achievement volunteer come to my classroom. We had so much fun, and I learned a lot. Like, did you know there are 4 things you can do with your money to keep a community thriving? That's right. You can earn it, save it, spend it, and donate it. And that sounds like the perfect thing to do tonight. Donate!
All right, I guess I'm back up. Sorry. I didn't hear a cue. I just saw our director doing this. Thanks a lot, Lily. Now it's time to meet our first Spirit of Entrepreneurship Award laureate, Jessica Fierro.
And Jessica's the head owner at Atrevita Brewing Company. That is actually one of my favorites. And prior to owning Atrevita, Jessica was a home brewer and winner of the national homebrew competition Beerland Season 1, which aired on the Viceland channel. She also brewed with multiple charity organizations and guest brewed at various breweries for 10 years. Her path to this industry was a pretty windy one, as most good journeys are. She was a professional hairstylist, a makeup artist, a barber, an instructor for 7 years, Josh, as well as a military spouse where she was the leader of family readiness groups for 4 combat tours, and she served 15 years with her family. She's an amazing spirit and one of the hardest working entrepreneurs in the Springs. Let's hear it for Jessica Fierro.
Hello everyone, I'm Jessica Fierro, recipient of the inaugural Spirit of Entrepreneurship Award. I am extremely grateful and humble for this award. We give back to our community, we give back to people locally and abroad, and to be recognized for our efforts is something that we are certainly grateful for. I want to thank my personal circle as well as my professional circle, people who have been there for me, who have supported me, encouraged me, uplift me, and really pushed me to be where I am today and move forward. To our youth, I stand here as testimony. I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to speak to you guys today. I stand here as testimony as someone who didn't think that I could make this happen for myself, didn't think that I could ever be a business owner, felt that those, a lot of odds were against me, and I pushed through, I drove through all of those odds, and I broke those ceilings, and you can do it too. I provide a product now, but I provide a bigger message behind that product. Doing something that you are passionate about and tying that in with a strong message is something that people appreciate. They want to know what the message is behind your product. I encourage all of you guys to always drive forward, always push yourself to the absolute limit. I had many times where I wanted to give up, and I never did, simply because my passion was that strong. You have it in you. I had it in me. I'm always available. If you guys want to come and see me and talk to me, please look me up. You have my email. Thank you so much to everyone else. Salud.
Wow. Congratulations again to you, Jessica. Jessica Fierro, one of our Spirit of Entrepreneurship laureates from Colorado Springs. Just an inspirational figure in our community, someone who has really, with a tremendous work ethic and inspiring work ethic. We appreciate all that you do.
We do. Josh, she really is an outstanding business leader, and she's an all-around amazing woman. It was such a cool story to see how she built her business and how she inspires others through her spirit. And she encourages the celebration of diversity through her business in very unique and creative ways. I hope you all get a chance to watch her launch lesson. She's a fascinating personality. And another fascinating laureate as well is Heather Bryan. Heather is from the Roaring Fork Valley.
Yeah, that's right. And as the pioneer of the on-site engraving experience and founder of 3 different companies, Heather Bryan is expanding her entrepreneurial spirit into other people. After engraving at over 500 events around the world, Heather took on the journey of designing, developing, and funding her own engraving system. Her Jupiter Engraving Company, that's the name of it, has over 200 engraving systems working in the golf, stadium, and educational fields, as well as her expanding custom promotional products and a line in which they engrave. Heather's latest business venture is helping others into entrepreneurship with not only a business form to run, but guidance, equipment, and support. Jupiter and Company is a group of individuals who are looking to own their own businesses and to live a connected life with their family and the communities. You got to find that work-life balance, right? So let's hear a few words from Heather.
Hi, my name is Heather Bryan, and I would just like to say thank you so much to the Junior Achievement
team and program for allowing me to be one of the Spirit of Entrepreneur laureates for 2020. I'm really grateful. I feel like now more than ever, we really need to rally behind these kids and show our support and mentorship with any ideas that they have or concepts, because the world as we know it will change ever so slightly, and just enough that they're really going to need our support and our mentorship. So I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this amazing program. I love teaching the kids in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade. And I appreciate being awarded this Spirit of Entrepreneur laureate. Thank you.
And thank you to Heather for all that she does. Josh, it was such a pleasure to hear Heather's story in her launch lesson last week. One of the
that could have been. So that's an unbelievable story about how she did persevere. And now look at her now. It's a fantastic story. I'm thrilled to hear it. And it's unfortunate that we can't be in person with each other right now, that we can't see our guests and really celebrate everyone. It's weird not being able to like clap and applaud, like, yeah, cheers. But we're doing the best we can. It's a little, different. We really wish we could see him, but I guess would it be possible to see some of our guests? Are we doing that, Angie?
Well, we have the Facebook page, so you can go. I'm asking all the guests at home, go check in, take a look at our event page on the Facebook site, and you can actually see people checking in and tagging in on the virtual red carpet. So I want to first of all thank all of you who tagged yourselves and checked in. I know you did, Josh, with your wife in a green dress and your beautiful puppy. That we're also thrilled to see. So thank you for doing that. And everybody is just looking great out there. And I just want to thank everyone for joining in the fun tonight. No one wants to see people more than me. I mean, I think I might win that competition, but it's really nice to see those faces on Facebook. I enjoy staying connected that way. So I appreciate everyone who checked in tonight, because just seeing you there is really bringing us great joy.
And, if you're at home and you're kind of thinking, you know what, this is working for me, because maybe I like being able to be involved and wear my slippers or my PJs while doing this. Well, hey, maybe tonight's for you. and maybe because you're involved and you're just chilling at home in your slippers and you want to give to really impact junior achievement in Southern Colorado, we encourage you to do so. Our online auction is open as of 4 minutes ago. Bidding has started, and there is something for everyone, including, and I can't believe this, but there is, especially for you Chicago people, if there's anyone from Chicago, this one's for you, a Pabst Blue Ribbon onesie.
There sure is, Josh. That's right. There is a Pabst Blue Ribbon onesie, and there are experiences and gift baskets and sports memorabilia and the bike. Okay, Josh, do not forget about the new Belgium cruiser bike, because I love the bike. I got my eye on that one too. And there's definitely something for everyone. And I just want to reiterate to all of our guests here tonight that Junior Achievement of Southern Colorado has a 48 county territory. So we are 2/3 of Colorado, from Castle Rock down as far east as the Eastern Plains. We go out to the Roaring Fork Valley and Aspen, Durango, Grand Junction, Colorado Springs, Pueblo, Woodland Park. It's important to note that we're only serving right now 9 of those counties, because our resources only allow us to serve that many. Now more than ever before, students need this critical financial literacy programming. We need these resources. We need to keep students very focused, inspired, and most importantly, prepared for their futures as we rebuild the region's economic landscape. We need to create leaders of the future. Leaders like the laureates that we're honoring tonight, including two of Colorado Springs' most impactful community neighbors. That's right, it's time to talk about Russ Ware and Yemi Mobilade. They're founding partners and owners of the Wild Goose Management Group, and I've seen Yemi all over the chat tonight. Thanks for joining us. Yemi collaborates for the health, the growth, and the flourishing of Colorado Springs, making his impact through development, entrepreneurship, community development, ministry, leadership development, and in his role as the Small Business Development Administrator for the City of Colorado Springs. Yemi serves as the city's first point of contact to the small business and startup community. He is the central figure in the city to support business enterprise across the myriad of agencies, really putting a strategy in place to support those small businesses.
And Russ is really a development-minded business owner focused on the downtown area of Colorado Springs. He's the co-founder of the Wild Goose Meeting House, Good Neighbors Meeting House, and the Wild Goose Management Group with business partner Yemi Mobilade. Russ's emphasis is the creation and operation of spaces and experiences that build community and spur economic development in a way that really elevates relationships and really promotes further growth. Russ also serves on the Business Improvement District Board with the Downtown Partnership. Here are a few words from them right now.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yemi Mobilade. My business partner is Russ Ware, and we are with the Wild Goose Meeting House and Good Neighbors Meeting House. We feel so much gratitude for the Spirit of Entrepreneurship Award from Junior Achievement. It's just an honor to be recognized, especially in times like this. I mean, we're certainly living in unprecedented times, but the beauty about what's happening is that this is the American spirit when entrepreneurial spirits shine in our most darkest hours. So I hope this award it's an encouragement to just all the young people out there and all our fellow entrepreneurs too and business owners that we also want to acknowledge. Where awards are certainly not in isolation. It tells a success story of the community. So to all our business friends, customers, investors, we're so grateful. And to my business partner, Russ, for being in this journey with me as well. Russ?
Yeah, thanks, Yemi. Again, also, so much gratitude for everything, for the recognition. It's really humbling. We've worked hard for a lot of years and really been so pleased with the response we've gotten, the support from the community, and it's been a real joy, really a lifetime thing for us to be able to be a part of this community the way that we have. And that's not something we've done on our own. That's something we've done through the support of incredible customers and guests in this community, and folks in the city supporting us. And so we're just very, very grateful. And this is just a real honor, and hope that it is, as Yemi said, a real inspiration and encouragement to others. We need great, innovative, community-building businesses in this city, and we have so many. We just happen to have a couple that have been effective, but there are so many other ones and so many yet to come that we're excited about. And so, thank you all, everyone. Thanks, Yemi, for a great partnership that we've had. And thanks to all our supporters and investors and people that have, and mentors that have helped us along the way. And we look forward to a great future. Thank you.
And I just want to say a couple more things is Russ and I love this city. We really do. It's what fuels us. It's what gets us going every day. We love it for what it is and what it could be. And we also want to recognize Angie and her team from Junior Achievement. Thank you for the work you do. Thank you for this recognition, and to all our other laureates for this recognition to you as well. So congratulations.
Russ and Yemi, thank you. You are two truly inspiring collaborators right here working to support the future of Colorado Springs. And if you're focused on the future of Colorado Springs at home or any community you love in Greater Colorado, we invite you to invest this evening in an opportunity to inspire a brighter tomorrow right for where you live. With Junior Achievement Programming, students are prepared and empowered to bring their own dreams to life. Students like Maya Mays Johnson. Let's hear what she has to say.
Hi, my name is Maya Mays Johnson, and I'm a graduating senior from Centennial High School here in Pueblo, Colorado. Thank you for supporting Junior Achievement. Investment in JA keeps me and other students inspired and dreaming for our brighter futures ahead. Junior Achievement has not only taught me and other students valuable life skills, but it's also inspired us to take actions and be involved in our communities as much as possible. I love education, but after high school, I plan on pursuing a career in mathematics. However, I take comfort in knowing that I can continue to give back to my community through Junior Achievement. In my personal experience, JA has taught me that education is a part of everyone's lives. Regardless of what career you go into, you can have the ability to make education a part of your community service. Today, I have the honor of introducing my grandfather, Dennis Mays, and congratulating him for being awarded as a Spirit of Entrepreneurship laureate. I'm very proud of him. He's an extremely resilient and driven person. For example, the guy has very little experience with technology. Almost every time he uses the remote in my family's house, he has to ask one of him to help turn the TV on. And of course, the on button is the largest button on the remote. However, these days, he can operate a Zoom call entirely on his own. So I'm proud of his resilience in understanding technology now that it's become something that's essential to our daily lives given these interesting times. But beyond this, I really am truly proud of how much my grandfather is involved in the community. He puts immense effort into everything he values, and I can't think of a better role model to have in my life. Thank you to everyone who's invested in or is planning on investing in Junior Achievement. I know that it's had a major impact on my life and will continue to benefit communities like Pueblo in the future. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Maya. Let's talk about her grandfather, who Maya says has nailed down on how to do these Zoom meetings. Very impressive. I love my mom, but she still has a flip phone. So it's impressive that grandpa can nail down Zoom. I'm not even sure I have Zoom nailed down. I'm on it right now. But anyway, let's laureate Dennis Mays. Dennis is a retired chief district judge of the 10th Judicial District. He's been a fixture of the Pueblo community for over 48 years, guys, culminating as the chief district judge for the 10th Judicial District. He served with integrity while on that bench playing an integral role in establishing the city's truancy reduction program, resulting in national recognition and modeling as the best practice for local communities. He's really been just a cornerstone for Pueblo. He continues to lecture nationally on the subject of school engagement and the importance of education to invest in a community's economic landscape. He's been recognized by several civic organizations and the recipient of multiple Lifetime Achievement Awards, understandably so, and now adds Spirit of Entrepreneurship laureate to that distinguished list. Let's hear it from Dennis.
I am proud and honored to be selected by Junior.
Hope she wakes up so I can put her on camera.
Yeah, we got to see the.
Be worthy of this nomination. The educational system is a cornerstone of a free democratic society. Education is the vehicle that will continue to provide the future leaders throughout our country. Junior achievement is an essential part of the educational system in preparing our student scholars for the leadership roles they will eventually assume as they enter the workforce. It is extremely gratifying to me to be recognized for working with students. I must say, engaging with students at all levels is and always will be an important part of my life. It is indeed an honor to be affiliated with Junior Achievement and its commitment to students. I graciously accept this awesome responsibility with the promise and commitment that it will always receive my complete support. Thank you.
Story. He is truly a man of great character, and we appreciate his servant leadership in the Pueblo community. I got to tell you, Maya is such a shining star for the future. I'm so impressed by her.
I'm impressed by all these kids. You know, sometimes you come across some grumpy people or kids these days. No, kids are amazing these days, and I love the fact that we have a lot of amazing, young, bright leaders, future leaders right here in Southern Colorado. Students like Maya really give us all hope for an incredible future. And now we just have one laureate left to recognize before we check in on our auction items tonight. And this one is a first for JA. Okay, we're giving you a speech in Espanol because of Arturo Acosta, the CEO of Araco Concrete Contractor. He's our next honoree. Arturo came to the United States to pursue the American dream. And while searching for meaningful work, he became proficient in a lot of skills, but really excelled at concrete construction. In 2006, Arturo founded Araco Concrete Contractors, LLC, and after the real estate crisis that happened in 2008, he changed Araco's focus from residential to commercial construction after seeing a higher profit margin and success, of course, in the commercial business. So today, more than 95% of Araco's work projects are office buildings, retail, multifamily, industrial spaces. The business he built has grown from a one-man startup business to a multi-million-dollar operation with over 100 employees. It's incredible. He also founded a nonprofit foundation on top of that, committed to helping small and medium businesses in the development of their personnel, specifically in three areas. They say self-knowledge, developmental of personal abilities, and internal potential. Three cornerstones, right? Ladies and gentlemen, here is a word from Arturo in Espanol.
First than anything, I want to say thank you to this organization, the Junior Achievement, for this award. And also, I want to say thank you to Tamara and Angie for the opportunity to share my story with you. También quiero darle las gracias a todos mis mentores, a todas las personas que han estado conmigo, que me han ayudado, que creyeron en mí, creyeron en construir Araco Concrete. Estoy muy contento de hacer lo que a mí me gusta. Aunque la trayectoria de Arturo y Araco no ha sido fácil, hemos tenido altas, hemos tenido bajos, pero lo que más hemos tenido es una escuela de aprendizaje. Hemos aprendido mucho, a la misma vez aprendimos a construimos grandes equipos, como el gran equipo que tenemos hoy, que también queremos agradecerle. Sin este equipo no hubiéramos logrado lo que logramos hoy. Esperamos motivar a estos jóvenes emprendedores a que busquen sus sueños y luchen por sus sueños y dediquen tiempo a sus sueños. Todo es posible, se puede lograr, simplemente hay que tener esa meta, hay que luchar por ella. Gracias otra vez a Junior Achievement por esta oportunidad.
Muchas gracias, Arturo, and felicidades. Congratulations. We're so proud to hear your story in Espanol and for you to get to share that story. We're really hoping to reach more students in Colorado and to inspire them to keep dreaming about their futures no matter what obstacles they might face. It's important for mentors for you to see yourself in your mentors, Josh. We think that's really important. And we also want to thank right now Ramon Alvarez from the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We really appreciated the fact that he was able to help us interview Arturo in Spanish. It was a great conversation. And he talked a lot about dreams, a lot about teamwork, and he talked a lot about perseverance and humility. You know, as we heard in Arturo's story, so much of those are keys to success.
Yep, and that's why we're here tonight. We're here to serve our students, share some of those keys to success so they can have successful futures, provide more access to junior achievement programming all across our region here in Colorado. Increasing our reach is critical. It's super important, especially because we're trying to innovate with online programs to support virtual classrooms, and now more than ever, for obvious reasons, we need your support to keep our students like Lily dreaming about our or her own tomorrows.
Thank you for donating tonight to Junior Achievement. With your investment, we can be sure that volunteers will keep inspiring future leaders like me to dream big and reach my full potential. I'm capable of amazing things, and so are my friends at school. But it takes role models like you to keep us inspired for a brighter tomorrow. Thank you!
Thank you, Lily. That's so awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, there is also one more very important thing to do this evening. You have the power and the potential to really change lives tonight. You really do. You can help Junior Achievement reach more students, deliver more powerful programming to inspire tomorrows. Your investment, like Lily says, provides an opportunity to help a student reach their full potential. It really does. So, can Lily and all our other junior achievers really count on you tonight? Can Maya count on you? Can the Spirit of Entrepreneurship laureates of the future, can they count on you? And can the future of Greater Colorado, can it count on you? Who has $5,000 to invest tonight? $5,000, it'll go a long way. The $5,000 provides junior achievement in a day for an entire elementary school. AJA in a day for an entire elementary school. It reaches every single student, and we can do these virtually or in person when the world's ready for that again. Whatever we need to do, we're going to make sure it gets done so that we can help kids and help their futures. So click that $5,000 button on your page to raise your paddle and really rise to the top of the leaderboard if you can. We would love your support. Of course, this also helps to invest in technology for that online programming, which we really need.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do have $5,000 donors in. We have the El Pomar Foundation. We want to thank El Pomar Foundation for their $5,000 gift tonight. We want to thank Schmidt Construction Company. Thanks to all of our friends at Schmidt Construction. We also want to thank Lockheed Martin. Thank you for your $5,000 gift tonight. And FedEx. FedEx is also a $5,000 donor this evening. So we want to thank all of you. And we could also, we'd love to also call in more corporate partners to help us really innovate this online programming, help us reach more students right now. With a 48 county area where we're only serving 9, we're certainly looking to our business leaders in the community to help support.
That's fantastic news. Okay, now we're moving on to our next round. Who has $2,500 to give? Again, this goes a long way. We're talking about kids' futures here. Our volunteers' opportunity to make a great influence on future business leaders. $2,500. If you're able to give, that'll fund a JA and an entire grade level at school. You can reach just so many kids, so many students with this gift. So click on that $2,500 button if you can, right on your page, raise your paddle, get to the top of the leaderboard, make a difference.
Yeah, yep. We have some sponsors tonight who've come in. Pepsi, we want to thank Pepsi. We want to thank USI Insurance Services and also Jay Billups Creative Media. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your investment tonight.
Okay, if we're moving on along. If you have $1,000 to give, maybe you have some of that stimulus money you haven't used yet. You wanted to do something good for your community. $1,000. Okay, if you want to invest that tonight in someone's future, this really makes a big difference. Just $1,000. We will make sure it goes a long way. It'll fund a virtual or in-person high school classroom. Okay, so click on that $1,000 button to help out some high school kids try to improve their future. Without JA, there's a lot of business leaders who may have not been business leaders. So just $1,000 might help an entire high school classroom. Click on that $1,000 button on your page to raise your paddle if you're able right now.
Josh, we have Tracy Selvig to celebrate not at $1,000, but at $2,500. Tracy, thank you so much. What an awesome contribution. We're so grateful for you. Love seeing you at Rockin' Bowl. Love all of your leadership at Schmidt. So we want to thank Tracy Selvig tonight.
Fantastic. Thank you, Tracy. All right. Who has $500? Moving along now. $500. That will actually fund a virtual or in-person classroom experience for students as well. Maybe you don't have $1,000. Maybe you have $500 to give. We'd appreciate that support just as much. Click that $500 button right now on your page to raise your paddle. Move to the top of that leaderboard. So again, we can invest in technology that'll innovate our online programming, and so that we can also increase our reach to more students during this time of rebuilding. Again, like Angie's been saying all night, we cover an insane amount of territory in Colorado, and we could really use this money to help students who may not have access to JA programming right now.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. I'm not seeing any come in at 500, Josh. I think we can keep moving on, but if you can donate all night, you can donate all the way through. The donate button will be open. If $500 is your call to action, you can still give later, but we can move on if we want.
All right, let's do it. Moving on to our next call of action. Again, if you have deep pockets, please make a difference. But moving on to $100. Maybe you have an extra Benjamin Franklin laying around for a rainy day. Maybe you've been trying to see how you can use that to enrich someone else's lives. $100 right now. This will provide 2 JA classroom kits for students in Greater Colorado, or an investment in technology, again, to innovate our virtual programming. So if you have $100, we would love your support. Help change the future of a student in our Colorado region. Again, $100. Click that button right now to raise your paddle if you're able. This is your last chance to hopefully make a great positive impact on your community tonight. The time is now to make your gift today so that you're investing in tomorrow, right, Angie?
That's right. We want to invest in tomorrow and inspire tomorrows. That's right, Josh. Ted Mossman, thank you for your $250 contribution. We appreciate you as always. Got a couple of $100 gifts as well. Leonard Miller, thank you. Thank you to Lyle Lowe. We appreciate you. He's in the family here with Junior Achievement. We also want to thank William Mumpower and Kathy Nielsen. William Mumpower is actually my Uncle William. Thank you so much, Uncle William. We are grateful. We want to thank Ken Wasaba coming in at $500. Kenny, thank you so much, sir. Howard Bartney. This is so funny because he is the greatest person in the world and the biggest supporter of Junior Achievement of Southern Colorado. Howard Bartner, forgive me, I'm reading while I'm writing. Howard Bartner, $100. Thank you, sir. Lisanne McNew with $100 more. She's already given so much already tonight and this year, but called to action as well. So thank you so much, Lisanne. Lisanne, Howard, Kenny, Ted Mossman. We appreciate Tracy and Schmidt, William Mumpower, Kathy Nielsen, and then we also have Ellen Carrick and Josiah Stokes. Thank you guys so much for giving tonight. And then I see Melanie Adams, also another huge supporter of Junior Achievement. Thank you so much. If the puppy doesn't pull your heartstrings, yes. I mean, the puppy is here.
This is Amber, and Amber says, please donate what you can, please.
She's
help our future leaders, our future entrepreneurs.
Oh, and Ann Sully, thank you so much for your gifts. We appreciate all you do for the Colorado Springs community. And Chris Abbey, thank you so much. It's so wonderful to see you here tonight too. We're just so grateful for all of these gifts that are coming in. So Bob Walla has come in with $100. Josh, thank you so much, Bob. We appreciate you. Appreciate all that you've done for Junior Achievement. So very grateful for your gifts tonight. Josh, our supporters can donate all night long. They can click those raise the paddle buttons. What you're not seeing on our auction screen right now in the total is what will ring up when our auction closes tonight. So that total will increase exponentially. And we have some significant donors who have come in before too. So we're grateful. Oh, Rita Nicholson gave $100. Thank you, Rita. Ellen Clark with $100. Thank you guys so much. So grateful and appreciate you all of you who are giving tonight. And And you can still encourage, if you were inspired tonight by some of the laureates you saw and the opportunity to help junior achievement inspire and prepare community leaders, business leaders like this for the future, we would love to have a conversation with you anytime throughout the year about how you can help partner with us. We're always looking for volunteer role models. We're always looking for those who can come into the classroom, share their stories, and inspire tomorrow's for our students. So tonight is not the last night to provide that opportunity.
Well, I really hope we're off to a good start. It sure sounds like it. It's been an honor to be a part of this. Again, I was so excited to hear about this tremendous group of people and what you guys do, and our entrepreneurs who help the kids in our community. And if there are people right now who are thinking about giving or thinking about going to the auction site, I just want to just go to the JA website. Just look at what they do. It will inspire you. I mean, this organization has been around for decades. I found out Mark Cuban was actually in this program when he was younger. Sanjay Gupta, are you kidding me? Like, it's hard to tell just how many students have been touched through the Junior Achievement program. And again, I'm just really excited to see what we can do, how we can influence our future business leaders here in Colorado. Angie, so do we know exactly how much we've raised so far tonight?
Well, we're at over $30,000 if you put everything in, with this additional nearly $5,000 that we've gotten just from talking to folks right here. So all of you that are watching have helped us raise nearly $5,000 just in this last hour, and that is a huge commitment, huge testament to your support. And we're so grateful. So over 30,000 is where we're at right now, and we expect that total to increase as the auction items close and as more bids come in for these items tonight.
Well, Angie, I know the auction closes at 8:30, correct?
The premier items close at 8:30. The auction will be open until 10.
Okay, fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, so have more of those cocktails, have more of those margaritas, keep shopping. I encourage everyone to keep shopping on the auction item, on the auction tonight. So we really want you to keep that going. All of you, we just appreciate your investment. This is an investment in the future of Greater Colorado. We're ready to turn the dollars that you've donated tonight into programs to help us inspire tomorrow's each and every day. So thank you. And Josh, I just have to thank you for being here tonight. It's been a real pleasure to get to know you just a little bit through these Zoom calls. But your support this evening, the first thing you said to us was, that's an easy yes, to be there to support you all. And you could be doing a lot of things on a Saturday night, and the fact that you're donating your time to us is really impressive. We are very grateful, and I would say Roll Tide, but my husband can see me, so
Alabama is my alma mater, but hey, you know what? Because I like you, I'll say go Dogs.
Woo!
Go Dogs.
Oh, you are keeping the marriage alive right now. That's perfect. I love that harmony.
It's been an honor. I mean, are you kidding me? It wasn't easy, yes, because we're talking about our kids' futures here, and anything I can do to help kids, I'm all in. I love it. I think it's a great foundation. I think it's really neat what you guys do, and I really hope that people will continue to support you guys. And if people are watching right now and they're kind of on the fence, again, go to the website, see what they do. It's amazing, and I hope that you're able to give, and it's really going to make a huge impact. Again, thank you for inviting me. I've loved being a part of this, Angie.
We are so grateful for you, Josh. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for all that you do to inspire tomorrow's today and every day, and we hope you have a wonderful night in. Keep bidding, keep shopping.
Have a good night, everybody.
This was at Cyclops Steel. They were our sponsor for our Junior Achievement Company. He took me in, and I would just go to everybody, and they were like $3 for the cookie tins. And you put a big smile on, and you cook cookies, don't you? You need to, and for $3, I mean, how can you say no? And we did really well. To this day, I have some friends that their parents still have them. I mean, I sold them to everybody. I remember making commissions on them and the company making money, and I learned a lot. Back then, there was nothing cool about it. I mean, literally, I had to get on a bus, go downtown. My high school buddies weren't in it with me. It was just something I wanted to do. It wasn't like any of my friends were like, oh, wow, that's really, really cool. We're jealous. It was like, what the heck are you doing? But I don't know where else I could have gotten the same knowledge. One of the reasons I do Shark Tank is because so many families watch the show together, and it explains to them what it's like to start and run a business and what it's like to be an entrepreneur. I really didn't have anything like that. My dad did upholstery on cars. I knew through him, I knew some entrepreneurs, and I think he had aspirations at some point to be an entrepreneur. Junior Achievement really was the only outlet, the only place I could go where I could truly learn about business. So going to Junior Achievement, I learned everything. I learned how to incorporate. I learned about all the different roles, the president, the vice president, the treasurer, the secretary, sales and cost of goods sold and production and making products and selling them at a profit and just all these pieces. We literally ran a business. Just that whole concept of the American dream, I think, drives so many kids. Junior Achievement is a good opportunity to understand what it takes to be successful as an entrepreneur in this country.
Junior Achievement allows you to impact a student's life outside of perhaps what you would do just in the classroom. And my relationship with Jacayla is a prime example. As my mentee, we talk about personal things. We talk about what entrepreneurship really looks like inside of a non-isolated school setting and the reality of legal structure and finances and things like that.
Having somebody you can reflect to when you need somebody to talk to or just have somebody to lean on when days get tough, you can always count on them, and that's one of the things I can always say about him.
Specific to small businesses are going to be. One of the things that I don't believe as a mentor you should ever do is shy away from struggle. Whether or not it's going to be that you don't have enough money in the bank for a loan, or whether or not it's that because of the fact that you're a woman, it's going to be tougher in business. It doesn't make it right, but it doesn't mean that it's not a reality.
The first time we met, he said starting a business is like running a marathon. You think you have a finish line, but you really don't. Build a Color is a company that creates embroidered fabric tags with braille, alphabet lettering, and symbols so that those with visual impairments can literally